Hey everybody, it's Maggie from Personal Euphoria with today's plank story. Let's get right into it. Like many of my plank stories, it's going to go over 90 seconds. So remember, you don't have to do plank. You certainly don't have to do plank the whole time, but I do want to encourage you to move. All right, let's get the clock started. Here we go. So this is going to be a story that is definitely TMI. So about a year ago, I found out, they think, because it turns out no one knows, that I'm in perimenopause. I'm slightly young for this, but not crazy young, since the average age a woman starts perimenopause is 41. So I found out at 39 that that was the case for me. Now, what baffles me is that 50% of the population goes through this, and we still can't tell for sure if anyone's going through it. There's all my doctors were in debate as to what it was. But we've settled on perimenopause. And now, what's interesting, as far as I can tell, is perimenopause is a little like cancer in that if you have a symptom and you go online and Google it, you will find out you have cancer, whether you do or not. If you have a symptom and you pair it with the word menopause, any symptom can fall under this category. But one of them that I had never heard of had to do with my bosom. So, some people, everybody's body is different, but before you get your period, your boobs will get a little tender. And I mean, that's happened to me in the past, but a few weeks ago, it was insane. It was almost unbelievable. I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it with my own eyes and have other people comment on it. It was like my boobs doubled in size. They wouldn't fit in my bra. I was in agony. And so it was a Friday night. I went to change for bed and Matt walks in the room and he's like, "Whoa, what's going on? Might you be pregnant?" Which is amusing because not that you couldn't, I suppose, but I'm on the other end of that at this point. And I said, I have no idea what's going on. Now, Matt always makes me feel very good about my body, but I suppose it's like any new toy. He approached me and I said, "Get away from me, don't touch any part of me," basically, I'm in agony. I didn't sleep all night because I was so uncomfortable. The next morning I get up and I had planned to FaceTime with my best friend since childhood. Now it was freezing out, so I'm in a big bulky sweater and she goes to me, "Maggie, what's going on with your boobs? Are you pregnant?" And I said, "I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's happening to me right now, but I'm so uncomfortable and I don't know how any woman who is actually busty gets through life. This is miserable." And of course, as soon as I got off the call with her, I Google, boobs growing, menopause. And again, everything will lead back to menopause if you search it. But from my minimal research, it turns out that throughout perimenopause, your boobs might grow, your boobs might shrink. They can take extreme sizes of any on either end of the spectrum. And then, slight exaggeration here, it seems like the day you cross over into official menopause, whatever size they are that day, that's what you're with for the rest of your life. Again, I don't think that's exactly how it works, but apparently this is a thing. Luckily, that lasted for me about 12 hours, and then they went back to their normal size with a bit of relief. But it's funny because when I first found out I was in perimenopause and I was telling a couple of my friends, two friends both randomly said to me, "Why do you care that no one can tell what it is? Why do you need to label it? What's it matter?" And I said, "Because I'm having really bizarre issues happen with my body. If this isn't perimenopause, I need to continue getting medical attention. Something is very wrong." So anyway, but you think that because whose boobs double in size in 10 minutes and then stay that way for 12 hours? It doesn't feel normal. What I can tell you, for all the ridiculous things that happen with your body through this phase, is that the best part is finding other women going through it, commiserating about how crazy it is until you start laughing. And it almost always ends in laughter because it's nuts. It's just nuts. So anyway, if you're there currently or been there, done that, I'm happy to hear your tips, your survival tips, and the weird things that happen that maybe I should or shouldn't expect so that I don't think I'm losing my mind when a really strange thing happens in my body. that is a 4-minute and 38-second plank/vent about this current life phase. As always, have a wonderful day or evening and keep moving.